What's up YouTube? Fred here. Well, MacMulkin came through and I've seen the Z06. I'm going to have much more detailed videos in the coming weeks on my normal schedule, which is Fridays at 8 a.m., but I wanted to share a couple of my quick thoughts about the car. When I got my first look at the car, my very first impression was, wow, how small and lean it looks. Even under the car cover, you can tell that this car is cut a little bit differently. Next, the back tires and the wider rear fenders really make the car seem a lot wider than a standard Stingray, and it gives the car a much lower, wider presence that you don't get on the standard Stingray. Along those looks also, it looks much more intense and aggressive. All the added aero really helps with that, but overall, the car looks fantastic. Photos really don't do justice for how aggressive this car looks, and I know there have been a lot of people saying, well, the Stingray is 90% the same. It really isn't. When you actually see the car in person and you see the two cars relatively side by side, it's a big step up. One of my next initial impressions also is that the standard wheels on the car really look fantastic. There's a lot of different finishes to the wheels, and the variety of options I think is better than anything they've offered recently. And they have a higher end, kind of more premium feel. They don't just look painted silver like what they've had on the standard Stingray. And I think the wheel design itself is also a little bit more muscular, a little bit more purpose-driven, so I thought that was a really cool touch, and it gives anybody who's not looking to get the carbon wheels, it gives them a really good option. And the sound. Oh, the sound! Honestly, this car sounds amazing. In person, it's even more different than you might expect. It sounds like a completely different car, but in a really, really good way. It gives the car a different presence than the regular Stingray, and the sound carries a lot further than I was expecting. The engine really is the capstone of the car, and it's a masterpiece. Seeing it in person, hearing it in person, I'm very impressed, and it brings the whole car together. I'm going to be going over all the various aspects of the car piece by piece over the coming weeks, and I have a lot of thoughts about the different specs, the options, trade-offs, and even the pricing. So stay tuned everyone, this is going to get interesting. Fred out.